What would happen if Earth suddenly stopped spinning, for just 10 seconds? Not an hour. Not a minute. Only 10 seconds. It sounds short, almost harmless. But those 10 seconds would unleash forces powerful enough to reshape the planet. To understand why, you first need to know how fast you're moving right now. Even standing still, you're traveling over 1,600 kilometers per hour at the equator. That's faster than a bullet. And if the planet stopped, you wouldn't. If Earth's rotation suddenly froze, everything on the surface would continue moving eastward at incredible speed. The ground would stop. But buildings, oceans, people, and even the atmosphere would not. The result would be the most violent, destructive moment in human history. In the first second, skyscrapers would rip apart as their foundations stopped, but the upper floors kept moving. Cars, trees, and entire forests would be thrown sideways. Anything not rooted into the planet would be launched across the ground with unimaginable force. For most of the world, it would be like the biggest car crash ever, except everything is the car. Then the oceans would follow. Imagine every coastline hit by a global tsunami as water surged forward, unable to stop its momentum. Walls of water hundreds of meters tall would rip across continents. Coastal cities would be wiped out instantly. Inland regions would flood at terrifying speed. No natural disaster in history compares to this. The atmosphere, which normally rotates with the planet, would continue moving too. This means winds of over 1,600 kilometers per hour would tear across the surface. Hurricane-force winds are around 250 kilometers per hour. This storm would be more than 6 times stronger. Nothing could withstand it. Entire landscapes would be scraped clean. If you were underground, inside a mountain, or deep below the surface, you might survive the initial blast. But the planet-changing effects would just be beginning. When Earth stops spinning, it also loses the centrifugal force that currently makes it slightly wider at the equator. Without rotation, Earth would slowly reshape itself, becoming more like a perfect sphere. The oceans would migrate away from the equator and toward the poles. This means massive flooding in Canada, Russia, and northern Europe, and a dramatic drop in sea levels in places near the equator, exposing vast new land. But the climate effects would be even stranger. Earth's rotation helps drive weather systems, ocean currents, and the day-night cycle. Without it, days and nights would last 6 months each, scorching heat during the endless day, and deadly cold during the endless night. Even though the planet starts spinning again after 10 seconds in our scenario, the damage is already done. The atmosphere would be in chaos. The oceans would be displaced. The crust, shaken by the sudden stop, would trigger earthquakes and volcanic activity all around the world. And humanity? Most of civilization would be destroyed within minutes. The survivors would be scattered, isolated, and facing a planet that no longer resembles the world they once knew. But here's the strange part. If Earth stopped spinning gradually, over millions of years instead of seconds, life could adapt. But a sudden stop? Even for just 10 seconds, would be enough to end the world as we know it. The next time you feel like nothing is happening, remember that right now, this very moment, Earth is spinning fast enough to fling everything on its surface into space. And the only reason we survive is because it never stops. If you liked this video and want more amazing science-based documentaries, make sure you follow Infinite Explanations.